Hello, I'm Sarah from South London Sling Library, and today I'd like to show you how to use the LennyLamb upgrade carrier. This carrier is stupidly soft. It's really, really nice. Like it, I just want to stand here and do that all day. It's really beautifully soft. They're made from LennyLamb woven wraps, so they are absolutely stunning. And they've got a really nice amount of padding in the shoulders and the waist belt. Honestly, feeling is believing. So by all means you can hire it from South London Sling Library, but there are so many places you can get your hands on one, either your local sling library, or you can pop into, if you're lucky enough to have a local sling shop somewhere like Where My Baby, Carriad Baby in Derby, where else we got, Sling Spot in Sheffield, because they're absolutely amazing. They have to be felt to be believed. To make this fit a smaller baby, it fits from about the sort of 6 to 8 week mark, so not a teeny tiny newborn, but from about sort of 6 to 8 weeks. Basically, once your baby starts to open up and relax a bit more, so they're not kind of very knees in front of their hips, feet under their bum, all curled up in a ball still. A baby who is very curled up still will struggle to get a reasonable fit with the LennyLamb. As they start to open up and relax a bit more, then you're much more likely to get a reasonable fit. To make this carrier fit a smaller baby, down at the waistband here, it's got adjustability so that you can make it fit. So they have different sizes. And they do have months on them. I would do that more by clothing size than the actual age of your baby, because we all know people can be different sizes. So judge it on the age of clothing that your child wears rather than their actual age. You've also got halfway up the body panel here, where the buckle for the shoulder strap meets the body panel, you've got a adjuster, and it's just a cinching strap, and it's to make the body panel shorter. So I have cinched this all the way down and then buttoned it up on the tightest setting to make the body panel smaller for my smaller doll. Same on the other side. And then on the top edge of the body panel as well, they've got a similar setup. It's a cinching strap with a button on both sides, so that you can bring the top edge of the carrier in so that it holds your baby against you rather than allowing them, obviously, if it's too baggy around the top, you tend to find there's a bit of space. So they've put a cinching strap in there to make sure that you don't have that space. Your baby's held nice and snug against you. Once I've done those adjustments, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the carrier by the waistband with the outside of the carrier against my body. I'm then going to flip that waistband in towards me, and I want to put the waistband nice and high on my body. So you see lots of people get a waistband like that and put it down. I'm not going to put it down there. I want this waistband to sit roughly where I want my baby's bottom to sit. So I'm going to put it nice and high on my body for the age of baby that I'm carrying in it for this video. I'm then going to take the waistband behind me and buckle in at the side. Nice audible click, and then I can pull backwards to tighten that waist belt. They've got a lovely back pad there, so you put that wherever you feel comfortable. Now you want the waistband to be nice and snug. It doesn't have to be corset tight, but you want it to be level front and back, and you want it not to be going anywhere while you're carrying your baby. You don't want it wiggling around or sliding up or down your body. So I'm going to wear this today with rucksack style straps. I'll link to the video with the cross straps just in case you want to try it with cross straps. I've got tiny little T-Rex arms, so I do this back clip up in front of me where I can see it, so I don't have to muck about with getting it done up behind me. This is often called the jumper or the t-shirt method of getting a carrier like this on. If you're sharing your carrier with somebody, you may find that that back clip needs to be adjusted between wearers. So the best way to check that that back strap is the right length for you is to fold your shoulder straps and hold them on your body. And you want the shoulder straps to sit in the midpoint of your shoulders. So if I were to pick this up, somebody else had been wearing it, and it were that wide, that's just not going to do me any good, is it? So tighten your shoulder strap, tighten your back strap so that your shoulder straps are the right width apart on your body. You want them to sit in the mid part of your shoulders. I've then loosened my shoulder straps. You can loosen these at the end of the padding and also at the front of the body panel there. So I've loosened both ends. So what I've got is a carrier that's got that sort of shape to it. I can now pick up my baby. This is Sydney. Oh. I'm going to hold Sydney here on my body with their head on the flat part of my chest and their arms up near their face. I can then just encourage them into that seated position. They don't have to wrap their legs around me, but I don't want their legs hanging down in front of the carrier like that. So if I just encourage them up into that seated position, then it's very easy to kind of dip a hand under the body panel of the carrier and just roll it around the baby. By doing that, I'm then just left holding the baby and the carrier. You don't want to be left holding your carrier and not holding your baby because they're not secure yet. So it's just about kind of keeping your hands on your baby. So by rolling that body panel round Sydney, I haven't had to let them go at all. I can then find my back clip, which has just risen up my body because obviously it's attached to the carrier, and I'm just going to take that back clip and chuck it over my head. I can then get my arms into the carrier by popping them through the straps like that. We're still not secure, so to tighten this carrier up, I have options. I can either get hold of that strap there and just pull backwards. Some people are very comfortable doing that and can get it nice and snug. If you feel like you need something other than just pulling backwards, or you're not comfortable pulling backwards at all, that's absolutely fine. Find the strap at the side there where you can feel it's attached to the shoulder strap. I'm just going to run my hand along that strap because I can find the rest of it here. So I can take that hold of that strap and I'm going to pull down and then forwards. And I can do exactly the same on the other side. So if I wanted to, I could just pull backwards from the front there, or I can hold on to that strap, move my hand round, find the rest of it hanging down there and pull down and forwards. There we go, until I'm nice and snug. There we go. So safety guidelines in the LennyLamb upgrade carrier are exactly the same as the safety guidelines in any other sling or baby carrier. The word to remember is ticks. You want to be able to tick all of your safety boxes. The T stands for tight. Sydney is as tightly held against me as if I were holding them in my arms. I can put my hand on Sydney's head, do a little dip forward and not feel their body pull away from me at all. The I stands for in view. I can see Sydney's face just by glancing down. The C stands for close enough to kiss. Now, honestly, this is about boobs or breasts. It's about having the baby on the flat part of your chest above your breast tissue. If you don't have breasts and the baby sits a little bit lower on your body, that's absolutely fine. If they're just out of kissing range, as long as you are happy that their airways are open, it's not a problem. The K stands for keeping baby's chin off baby's chest. The easiest way to know that their chin is off their chest is to do the ugly double chin manoeuvre and make sure you can see the top half of their face. And as long as you can see the tip of their nose and up, it means that their chin is off their chest. If their chin was on their chest, their nose would be pointing at the floor. The S stands for supported spine. If you put a hand on your baby's back and lightly press, they don't have extra room to get closer to you, uncurl or sit up. This is about not allowing them space in the sling that they could slump into, put their chin on their chest and close their airway. This is the sleep hood. Quite honestly, for a baby of this age, you're highly unlikely to need it. I would take it off, in fact. For a baby of this age, what you'll find is the front edge of the carrier folds over on itself. So if you need to pick up a load of laundry, or for me it would be cleaning up after the dog if I were out walking the dog and I needed to pick up the inevitable mess off the floor, I could excuse me, Sydney, if that's not on there. The top edge of the carrier here, I can just fold it up, and that comes up then to Sydney's ear, and that would support Sydney's head if I needed to bend down and use both of my hands. If I fold that down again, if I needed to bend down and just pick a sock up off the floor, I can put a hand on Sydney's head and pick a sock up. That's not a problem. Most of Sydney's head support comes from getting his base right. So where, can I take that out? Popper is caught on the strap, there you go. So where Sydney's bottom is down and their knees are up, they've got that really nice deck chair style seat. They've got a beautiful rounded back. They've got a lovely kind of soft J shape in their back, natural curl. Then their head will just rest on my chest. It's only if I need to bend down and use both my hands that I need some form of additional head support, and I can just use the top edge of the carrier for that. But when Sydney's awake, then they're absolutely going to want their head free so that they can move from side to side if they want to. And I can very easily monitor their airways without having to move any fabric or open the carrier at all. To get this carrier off, you've got a couple of options. Basically, I want to go for that strap that's behind me. You can either just reach it like a bra strap like that. If you need a bit of extra reach on it, maybe you're not flexible enough to be able to reach it, you can just find your strap either at the front there or the one that's attached to the end of the shoulder strap and loosen one of those. Then you can get hold of that shoulder strap and pull the clip up behind you, where you can then hopefully reach it. I actually made that more difficult. It would have been easier just to do it like a bra strap, but never mind. Arms out, peel the carrier from the baby. There you go, there's Sydney. This carrier goes up to around 2.5, front, hip and back carrying positions. Really easy, beautiful to use. If your baby is older, or maybe you're coming to looking for a different carrier and they're kind of already sort of halfway through the lifespan of the upgrade, then consider the LennyLamb Preschool carrier. The Preschool carrier goes from about sort of 15, 18 months through to about the age of 5 or 6. It's absolutely mental. Very similar way of using it, but yeah, it just has that upper age limit on it. So I mean, that's a fantastic option too. So I hope that helps. If you'd like to borrow the LennyLamb upgrade or find out anything about South London Sling Library, you can find all of that info at southlondonslings.co.uk. I hope that helped, and I'll see you soon. Bye.